usually it takes me a while to warm up and let their energy come in. We are in a graveyard, but what I'm being shown is a brunette petite lady. Now, for some reason, okay, you did tell me she was from Alabama, and I was being shown a bus for some reason. I don't know if that's how I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but I got shown a bus. Was she in a relationship with an African American man? Because I keep being shown African American. Like there was some kind of, I don't know if there was an interracial relationship.
I don't know. We cannot. It lists her as married, but it doesn't list her husband's name. And with the evidence that I have now, up to this point, I don't think this lady was in any ways a bad person.
But was she?
She could have been a granny witch.
This is what I was going to say.
She could have been.
This is what like an herbalist or something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's something positive. She was. Well, but I don't know, man. I'm just making assumptions on what evidence that I have so far.
Does she have children? Do you know?
Can't find that yet, but I'm working on it.
But you found her name, her last name.
Yes.
And that was her married name.
Yes. Farmer.
Amanda. That's so weird though to have like Amanda for now they abbreviate names like
right.
Amanda.
Well, that's what it called her on her death certificate is Amanda.
But Amanda for sure.
Right.
On the death certificate.
Now here's. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, of course, did it say when she was born on the death certificate? See, that's what gets me.
Wait.
So was
approximate date of birth was 1876, year of birth.
So that would have made her death
45. She was about 45.
That's funny because I said that. That's why I was trying to get out because I don't want to put anything out there. But she was in her 40s.
Go ahead and be looking something. I want to get my camera real quick. Something I'm noticing here, and they brought to my attention the other day. That if you look here, somebody's taking a hammer and beating her last name on it. That's not wedding.
Wait, hold on a minute. Farm. There's a FAR. Okay, now I'm seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But do you think people just come up here to mess with the graveyard or just to mess with it?
They could if the urban legend about her being a witch, they could have chipped off something, but I just find that wild. That's a question that's
Well, I don't know why, but she's showing me the bus, and I don't know if I don't know what the heck it is. I don't know why I ain't got my audio recorder on. So, I don't know. I think that if we get far enough, or got further information, that there would be some kind of, I don't know, that there's some kind of interracial relationship. But I'm definitely getting the African American feel.
well, there's somebody had some sort of animosity to come up and chip that off. That just isn't, and that could have been maybe through the years of freezing and thawing.
Right, chipping away, but
Yeah.
wouldn't it happen all over?
Maybe they just were mad that they married somebody. If we get back
see, if we go back to the African American,
right.
Why would they put that on her file as her being married to an African American? Because it wasn't acceptable then.
Right. No, it's not. But nowhere on her death cert, It's just Amanda Farmer gives her pertinent information. You know.
She was into music too. Now I don't know, and this is weird because I mean it coincides because I see her like singing so jazz too, so that would totally intersect with. I don't know. That's. That's what I'm getting. And they are kids. I don't know. I feel like. And they are kids. I don't know. I feel like. See, I don't know if kids are even around here. I don't even.
Maybe we're great grandkids. Maybe we're grandkids anyway.
Right.
That would be my age.
Right.
No, they'd actually be 70s. The grandkids would be in their 70s.
Was she murdered? Not nothing.
Yeah, I mean, there is, but
No, but she wasn't murdered.
they say that. I mean, it doesn't. It says cancer. It says ovarian cancer. It was so many. She didn't seek treatment for 8 months and she died.
In 1921?
How did they know?
In 1921? I mean, especially around here? That's odd. I don't know. There's something weird with it. There's something there. I don't know if it was her that was murdered, but I did get a murder feel, so I don't know if her husband or her whatever, was murdered, maybe? I don't know. There's some kind of murder attached to this girl. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like, I'm getting the feeling that the concrete ain't so much as for an urban legend as keeping her in or whatever, but I feel like this is almost like a, like to her, to society, she was not so good of a person. I'm not saying she wasn't a good person, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this person, I don't know, it's so weird. What am I getting? I really feel like this has something to do with the African American and some kind of you done something wrong in the eyes of God, or like you would find around here in that time of that age. And I don't even know. I mean, if it was that bad, who wrote the name on there? Because I don't think I would even written the name on there if she was that bad of a person.
Right, and then Amanda, whenever that you start abbreviating like that, whoever wrote that cared for her because that's what they called her.
Right. And that's what I'm getting. It'd be nice if we can.
Then we have an unmarked right here.
Get information. So this is what sucks about going back and trying to get information about some of these people is because you don't have any information anymore. But I'm wondering if we went through ancestry or something like that, someone mentions her. I'm getting deep in this shit, man.
Possibly. I mean, I've just started, but I just didn't buy into the witch legend. I just ain't buying it. There's no signs. There's no nothing. There's nothing to show me. There's no markings. There's no anything that I see. But I mean, they could have. I mean, it's been 80 something years, 90 something years,
Yeah, really, for real.
So
that's what I'm getting, and I mean, it would be wonderful if we could find some information to back that up and validate it. Will we find the information? I mean, hell, you never know, but that's what I'm seeing her as, this really petite, beautiful lady. She was a singer. If anything, yes, I do believe that she worked with medicine, like a herbalist. But I mean, even back then, I don't know where the urban legend came in about being a witch. Of course,
The concrete.
is it the concrete?
The concrete. They just flew to all. Well, why is that? And that's unusual. I've never seen a grave like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a grave like this?
No, not below ground. No, I haven't. And that's why something keeps coming back to me. Like, if someone was to look down on someone, as, how can I explain it? If she was in a relationship with African American man, it was very looked down upon. And if she was, I don't know.
What is she trying to?
Right now, I'm picking up on residual information that I'm just getting from, the name and the birthday and stuff like that. She hasn't come through.
Touch the stone.
I'm just getting a view of her. When I see her, I don't feel like I'm looking at a 40-some-year-old woman, which of course makes sense because they don't show themselves as they did when they passed. There's something with the murder of an African-American male. Something with a bus. I don't know if she came up here on a bus, which would make sense too. I don't even know why she was here, but there was something about music too. There's something there.
She probably came in those days. Buses, I don't know how prevalent they would have been.
Well, see, this is the thing. I don't see the bus around here. I see the bus there. You know what I'm saying? It's not here, but I see it there. So I don't know if she came in on a bus and then so far.
Like there was a male and a female came through the other night. I don't think it was her.
And it's tough when you're in a graveyard. And the misconception is like every graveyard is haunted, which is bullshit.
No way.
There is things where spirit is attached to their body, so they come through, and it's almost like they go back to their body. Some people think that it's even a portal for their, whatever, or being attached to your body or whatever. But of course, people come see their family at graveyards, and I think that's where it comes back to. No, I'd like to do some more research on her, but that's all I'm really getting is seeing that and them details and getting that information. Because she's not coming through. I'm being shown her, but she's not coming through. So I don't know. I don't know if she's here. You know what I'm saying? She's here, but I don't think that she's here.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. I don't think she's here. And that doesn't mean she can't come through and speak to us, but I think that, her body's here, but she's gone. And I think that I would really like to find out more information about it. That hurts me that we don't have the information to validate, but that's part of researching in history. What's your take on that?
I don't think she was a witch. I mean, just my gut.
I think that
if she did anything, she was a granny witch. She may have knew, but it was very, and what they call granny witches, basically were herbalists.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
And like a medicine man or something.
Yeah, back then, like even the men when the Dowsing Rods were called water witches back then. So there's still some people in the Appalachian Mountains call them water witches. So
I just don't see and I don't feel anything evil. But you may want to come over here. And it just may be my mind. But I got a pretty strong mind. Nothing plays tricks on me.
That's the thing about me too. Is like just because I have abilities.
But right here, I'm feeling a lot of energy. It's coming from the ground. It's not the static that you feel
Right. Yeah,
So
no,
like
I understand. It's-
Grandma. It's like I want to start bouncing.
Yeah. Oh, you're picking up the energy from, and that's where you pull it from, the energy. Like we talked about before.
Right.
It's like I pull my energy from up, and you pull your
Right.
energy from down, but the buzzing, you're feeling his energy. Because I felt it before. I felt it.
Why is it happening though?
Because that is our way of connecting with spirit. A lot of the times, and I think because we're in a graveyard, that probably is another reason. Does it happen anywhere else?
No, not this. You know, it's just unusual.
Yeah. I mean, I felt it before. Of course, that's usual with me, but it's energy. It's almost like every time I feel it's like Mother Earth. Kind of.
Yeah, it's like something. So
It's like
juicing my.
Yeah, and you can feel it through like the center of your foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's hit her with a few questions. You want to ask her some
absolutely.
stuff? You know?
Amanda, if you could come through it and speak with us, we'd really appreciate that. I know it's very hard for you. We want to ask you some questions if that's okay. Who was your husband? What was his name? There's no information that Tony here with me can find to validate anything. I know that you would probably want people to know who you are.
I don't think that you were a bad person. I don't believe the urban legend of the concrete trying to hold your body in because you're a witch. Can you tell us why the concrete has been placed here?
You're going to hear background noise.
Yeah. From the children.
There's a lady walking toward us, and she's dressed in a white dress. And it's almost like very white. And she's coming from over here, so I don't know if we need to go or what's over there.
Don't know. Didn't investigate that far. Here in the corner.
It's so cliche because everybody's got the urban legends of ladies and the lady in white. So I don't know why I'm seeing that.
Amanda, was your husband an African American? We're not here to judge. The main thing is that you were happy. Did you have children? What were their names? Didn't you bring the recorder?
No, I'm just trying to figure out why. I don't feel like it's connected. I don't think it's another spirit. I just feel like it's Trying to figure it out. She's like right there.
She wants to talk.
She's not saying anything. So, I mean, it's just like she's there, and it's a very comforting feeling. So that's why I say it's a white kind of feeling, because she's got a white dress on, and it's like float out, like she's like.
When?
Yeah. We're not here to disrespect. We're just trying to help out. I called you a witch, but like Tony said, I don't think that's what you were. I believe you done things that people didn't agree with in society at the time. But it's 2016 now. Things is.
There's a lot of fresh breaks in this. You know?
Yeah. Well, the thing that gets me is like, I mean, how long has this urban legend been out there? Because people would, what kind of gets me going is like, if it's a very well-known legend, how many people come out here and do stupid shit? But I was showing that lady for a reason, and to me, I'm getting like, I'm not one to, it's like almost like angelic, wildlife, angelic, whatever you want to call it. But for me, it's wildlife. Yeah.
I'm with you.
I don't know, it's interesting, and I'd like to know more about her.
I would too.
I want to know if any of the information, I know it's there. I know what I've got. I don't, pull it out of my ass. So I just have that validation. And for people to know around here.
She means that in the nicest of way, kids.
You know me. I've got the potty mouth. No, the thing about it is
Mommy, Holly pulls dead people out of her ass.
I don't pull dead people out of my ass, okay?
Can you pull dead people out of your ass, Mommy?
But the reality of it is, if this is someone's loved one and they're here, and
we want to disprove that.
Absolutely.
We don't want that. I hate to bust their bubble.
Yeah.
But
I like busting people's bubble. It's great.
I do too.
Don't lie, Tony.
But whenever they accuse something off on someone that it just doesn't make sense.
Back then I would have been called a witch too. Even now I'm called a witch. So hey. But just having that urban legend out there is pretty cool for the younger generation. But this is somebody. This was someone.
This was somebody. That's right. They were a person. They are an energy being now, which is just a person that's transcended. I'm gonna turn the IR on.
I think we need to make a public service announcement too, Tony, is that it's not okay to come to graveyards after a certain time unless you have permission.
Right.
And it's always going to be respectful.
And we have permission from the local police department.
Because I let them know we would be here.
I don't know. Now I want to know. Now I'll obsess over it.
Well, I think that, part of the job of paranormal investigators, as we say, is to disprove as much or more than we prove, especially when someone's taking a bad rap.
Oh, absolutely.
And if this lady liked music and she was a good person, she had children, and her only crime in life was to date or be married to a black man, then this is unacceptable for them to say that about her.
Absolutely, I agree. I know on the death certificate it says ovarian cancer, but let's get real, people. It's 1921.
How are they going to know?
Did
they pick it up on an MRI?
Right.
And she didn't seek treatment for 8 months.
What kind of treatment?
How in the hell did she know it for 8 months?
Right.
That she had ovarian cancer?
There was. This is Cumberland, Kentucky, guys. A lot of shady shits went down here in surrounding areas.
Mm-hmm.
So, how hard is it to put on someone's death certificate that they died of something they really didn't?
Absolutely, especially
If the
if they
local
were
authorities were involved.
and they were or they were poisoned.
Yeah.
Not saying that she was,
Yeah.
but I mean,
A possibility, yeah.
but I mean that would be the easiest way to cover up ovarian cancer.
Right. Well, absolutely. Well, not only that is that if she was murdered by, and then local authorities knew about it. If someone local and higher power knew about it, then I don't know, man. I keep going back to this interracial relationship, and I feel like it has something to do with it, and I don't know why.
And you know that in 1921 they did not do an autopsy. You know, she probably wasn't embalmed.
No, they wouldn't have sent her off to see how she actually died.
Right.
No, absolutely not.
So I'm
And, you know, what was the first thing that I said when I walked up here? Is she African American? Because that was, I mean, that is something that's really, like, been pushed out to me. So, I don't know. We got to find this out. This is the urban legend of
Amanda Farmer.
Amanda Farmer. And it's not the last time she's gonna hear from us.
Well, do you have any more questions that you'd like to ask Amanda before we leave, or any observations?
No, I mean, that's all I've gotten from her. You know, I mean, to me, she's very peaceful, and maybe that's why I was showing this lady over here in the white. That's the only thing that I can connect with it is,
Right.
you know, that she is in peace. But, you know, it's still the respect of someone. This is someone, and, you know, I could imagine myself being under concrete like, I mean, you know, for me it really don't matter. For me, because that's my vessel, just, you know, burn me or whatever you want to do with me. But it's just someone. It's a person, and they're involved in the urban legend. Which urban legends, that's what paranormal investigators,
And
you know, a lot of us do. We go off urban legends, and some of us don't even go dig further into it to see if it's true or see what is behind it. And I think, you know, going in to a location like this and having a grave like this and name and stuff, at least you have a name.
Yeah, we finally, we did. Because they thought that she was a Farley. And they didn't know if she was a man or a woman.
Amanda, yeah.
I mean, that's probably, to me, that was a dead giveaway. But some of the others go, we don't know if she's a boy.
Manday!
Yeah.
Man, duh. Yeah.
Mandav.
Yeah, well, they could have probably thought it said man,
Right. Because of the rest of the farmers chipped off. But anyways, if you don't have any more observations or questions, we'll shut this one down and move on to the next location.
That sounds good.
Guys, I guess we're doing a TV show and we didn't know it.
Hey!
So what we're going to be doing this evening is we're going to be doing graveyards. This graveyard here, we did catch some EVPs a couple nights ago, male and a female, but I do not think it was from Miss Farmer. The next one we're going to is an influenza graveyard that I have caught lots and lots of EVPs, and there's tons of activity there.